Hi, can you recognize these? How can you? It is the first computer ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, and is considered to be the first operational electronic digital computer. This was invented by Perspert and Join at the University of Pennsylvania, USA, and began construction in 1943 and took 3 years to build. It occupied about 1800 square feet and used about 18,000 vacuum tubes weighing almost 50 tons. Matlab, it occupied the area equivalent to this house, or say such a marriage hall to cater to 600 guests. और weight में देखें तो equivalent to approximately 800 adults. But now this is also a full-fledged computer designed by researchers at the University of Michigan, USA, measuring 2 mm by 2 mm by 4 mm. Wow! To give you a perspective, this computer can fit on a grain of rice. And if that is not enough for you to imagine this. 167 million such computers can come in the space occupied by our single first computer. Our quest to make computers more compact, fast and efficient led our developers to invent shortest possible methods to write the programming codes. This brings us to our last of the operators in C, the assignment operators and the conditional operators. We have already seen in my previous videos how variables like A or B are allocated the memory bits where their values are to be stored. For example, if it is written like this, A equal to 3, it means that value of 3 is being allocated to be stored in memory bits of A. This allocation is called assigning. Similarly, when we write A equal to 3 plus 4 multiplied by 5, the result value of 23, calculated according to the precedence rule, is assigned to A. The right hand side could very well be an expression like B equal to 5 and A equal to B multiplied by 6. In this again, calculations are done and value of 30 is assigned to A. Since the equal to sign is helping us to assign the values to the variable, no matter if it is right hand side contains a value, an expression or an operand, it is called an assignment operator. ये भी एक binary operator है. Well, there are a few more of these assignment operators which are actually a combination of the equal to assignment operator and arithmetic operator. Since these are binary types, let's take variables A and B and look at them. A plus equal to B, A minus equal to B, A multiplication equal to B, A divide by equal to B, A mod equal to B. These actually mean A equal to A plus B, A equal to A minus B, A equal to A multiplied by B, A equal to A divide by B, and A equal to A mod B. Which means if A were to be taken as 5 and B to be 3, then A in A plus equal to B becomes 8. In A minus equal to B gives 2 and so on. Did you notice that by using such assignment operators, we could save some of the computing time of the computer, even though it would be nanoseconds or maybe picoseconds. But such savings in collective in a large program greatly increases the speed of execution. Ab samajh aaya how we have been developing programming languages to make the computers faster. So, in order to go from these to these, such baby steps needs to be taken. Let's understand our last operator in this series, which is ternary operator, obviously meaning 3 operands and is represented by this. The way it is used is expression 1, question mark, expression 2, colon, expression 3. The question mark here is for asking if the expression 1 is true or not. In case it is true, expression 2 is evaluated and result is returned. But if it is false, value of expression 3 is returned. For example, in this statement, 0 will be returned to the result as the expression 1, that is 3 greater than 5, is false. I think it is important that at this point I must tell you a little something about a special token in C called the comma, which is used in two ways. One, comma as a separator which is used in function calls and definitions, variable declarations, enum declarations, etc. For example, int a equal to 5, comma b equal to 3. Here comma separates the two variable declarations and therefore acts like a separator. And number 2, comma as an operator is a binary operator that evaluates its first operand and discards the result. It then evaluates the second operand and returns this value. For example, int a equal to 3, 5 would mean first a would be assigned the value of 3 and then finally 5. For better understanding, let us consider the following example. Int a equal to 5, result equal to a plus plus, plus a. Here, result would be first assigned 5 and finally 7. Get it? अरे बाबा, पहले a की वैल्यू यानी 5 असाइन होगा, फिर प्लस प्लस मीन्स a is post incremented to 6. अब प्लस प्लस a का मतलब है कि a is pre-incremented to 7 and then assigned to the variable result. Okay? This completes our operators in C. From next class, we will start with very interesting topic of conditions and loops. Be there with me in all my videos to learn everything about C in simple and fun ways. Bye-bye.